What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the NFL on ABSN, man. We about to get it in today, man. We about to get it in today, and got a lot of games to preview. Man. It's gonna be a lit show. It's gonna be a lit day for NFL action. Got the Giants, Cowboys, Bears, Lions. We got who else we got, man? We got the Broncos, Colts, Falcons, Vikings, and those Dirty Birds versus the Chiefs in a Super Bowl rematch. We're going to be getting to all that and much more, previewing the games. We got On the Money, Out of Pocket for you. We got the Fantasy Focus. And, of course, Big Pat's game plan, man. Can't wait for that, man. So, let's get into it, man. Let's hit that intro, man. Let's get it.
Rising King, the Raisin Man.
All right, man. Let's get into it, man. Now, we're going to start off with a big matchup, Pat, in the NFC East, man. And yeah, Giants, Cowboys. I know y'all been waiting for this one. The Giants and Cowboys both coming in at 0-1. Losing to division opponents. Of course, the Giants losing week 1 to Washington. Cowboys losing to the Eagles. One team looked better than the other one, though. Let's keep it a buck. So, that being said, man, Pat, what's good with you, man? How you feeling about this matchup, bro?
Man, I had to get my coffee and everything this morning to get ready to call this damn Cowboys versus Giants. And I just think, man, it's not going to look good for the Giants today. That Cowboys team looked like they was ready to play the Eagles, even though, you know, they had Spitgate going on with homeboy Carter. Dak Prescott was on one in that game, and his receivers failed him, particularly CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb dropped some crucial passes in that game, and that call really caused them to lose. And I don't think he drops those passes against us. So we're going to have to figure it out. And this Giants offense is absolutely the same, which is bad. So we're going to see, man. But, man, NYG showing what they get ready to get into with this Giants and Cowboys game, man. Let's see the numbers and stuff, man. What is projected with this game today?
All right, man. Let's get into it, man. So, Dak Prescott takes a 13-game winning streak against the Giants. 13-game winning streak against the Giants. And look, the Giants, 33% chance to win. Dallas, a 65% chance to win. Dallas, favored by 5.5. And look, it has been, like they said, it has been dominance when it comes to this so-called rivalry. And look, man, when you breaking it down, though, it's really about this Giants defense versus the Dallas Cowboys offense. And you got to think, CeeDee Lamb, who is he going to be going against? Possibly Drew Phillips. I don't know. We'll take a look a little bit later and talk about that. But I don't think I don't think the Cowboys are fearing the Giants right now. I think the Giants have a lot to prove because they can't beat division opponents. They went 0-6 last year. So they cannot beat Cowboys, the Eagles, and now they can't even beat Washington. That was their layup in the division. Now that ain't even guaranteed no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the beat down. So again, you know, you are falling into the pits of you know, irrelevancy when it comes to this division. So you have to make some type of statement. I mean, you gotta win. You gotta at least compete. You have to try. You gotta try better. You put up 6 points. You scored the lowest point total out of any team in the NFL. You know? And if you're Dallas Cowboys, the only thing you really got to worry about is not having a letdown against this sorry-ass Giants team. Because for real, it honestly, the way the Giants play on offense, this is a mismatch. Because you play right into Dallas. You play right into their hands. You know? You need to attack the Dallas Cowboys secondary. And to be honest with you, you can't do that if you're not committed to running the ball at least some.
Yeah.
You got Neighbors and you got Wan'Dale Robinson and Darius Slayton. Like, use these guys. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Pat.
This is the longest streak in the NFL as far as division losses. We have 7 losses in a row. 3 losses in a row to the Commanders when we used to beat them twice a year. Now we can't even beat them. And I just think that this team is a ways away. And like we said, you know, people are starting to see it too. You know, reporters starting to say, hey, look, they think they're sabotaging old man Russ in there. And I think you, like me and NYG have been saying, you'll see a different offense here with the New York Giants when Jackson Dart gets in there. I promise you that. And for the people that are looking for Andrew Thomas to play, he is not going to play until Jackson Dart is ready, until they're ready to put Jackson Dart in there. But hey, listen, this is the man that gave the Minnesota Vikings the game plan to beat the Bears when they were getting beat down. Bar for bar, play for play, formation for formation. So let's get into Big Pat's game plan for the New York Giants against the Dallas Cowboys. Let's get into it, NYG. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Big Pat's game plan. This week's key matchups.
All right, so we are on Big Pat's game plan, man, for the New York Giants going against the Dallas Cowboys today. And I just want you guys to look at this here, man. This was a 16-play drive against the Washington Commanders that ended in a field goal. And I just want you guys to watch this offense today to see exactly what they're going to do. Are they going to run the ball every second down, no matter what the down and distance is? And are they going to use Malik Neighbors and Wan'Dale Robinson in motion like they're supposed to be using? You see right here, when you put Wan'Dale Robinson in motion, he gets space in order to go against a favorable matchup in his favor. You see what I'm saying? When you put Malik Neighbors in motion, are you going to run the ball? Are you going to run it straight up the middle and continue to get hit by newly acquired my guy from the Packers when they traded Micah Parsons? That's what he does in the middle of that field, Clark. But this Giants offense, bro, you're going to have to put a lot of people in motion and get the ball to people like Wan'Dale Robinson out the backfield, as you see on that play there. We're going to have to run the ball to the outside and get Wan'Dale Robinson in space and let Malik Neighbors go in motion so he can stop being bracketed so easily. You see when you put Neighbors in motion, he gets that one-on-one match. Look at that route that he just put on that man right there. You have to get Malik Neighbors in motion so he can find his you know what, like they said on the Water Boy. There's my bitch. The dude that's nervous. When you put Malik Neighbors in motion, you put those guys in motion, you create matchups. You just create matchups, man. And it's gonna be easy against this Cowboys secondary. DaRon Bland is hurt now. And you already know Trey Diggs gives up the goods. So why not put your guys in motion? You see Theo Johnson right here? Get this man up the seam against those linebackers that don't like the cover. And maybe one of those safeties have to come down, and you can run Malik Neighbors on a slot fade one-on-one against their backup nickel corner. You got to do things like this, man. And you know what? Even on this play here, you got Scatbo out there. You throw it to Scatbo right here, this is what he does. Bang, 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 get off of me. Let's bring the pain to the Cowboys today and see exactly what we can do against them. And I think we can actually do a little something against these guys today. But we can't go 16 plays and not get not a touchdown. 8 plays in the red zone and no touchdown. No, man. We got to get the game, run a game going. And don't be surprised if Scatbo gets a lot more carries with Singletary today, because our head coach gets in his feelings when our guys speak up for themselves. Tyrone Tracy said he was very confused and very disappointed with the play calling last week. And you know how Brian Daboll is. So don't be surprised if Tyrone Tracy snaps get cut short. And that will hurt us as well, because blown motor Singletary is not the guy that you want to give the ball to against this Cowboys defense. So here's the whole thing before we get out of Big Pat's game plan. Either we're going to put people in motion and get Wan'Dale Robinson in space and allow Obama, Russell Wilson, shout out to Shakes, to, get the moon ball going, or we're going to run it straight up the middle towards Kenny Clark and those boys and let the Cowboys dominate us today. So we're going to see what's going to happen. But that's Big Pat's game plan for the Giants to try and beat the Cowboys today. And let's see what they listen to Old Pat, because Old Pat normally is kind of right when it comes to these things. And it's live for you to see. But we'll talk about it. That's Big Pat's game plan. Giants versus Cowboys today. Let's get it.
Big Pat's game plan. This week's key matchups.
All right. Yeah, man. I love the game plan. Look, man. I'm waiting for these dudes to use Scatbo. Like, come on, man.
Yeah. I'm waiting
on?
for them to use them too, NYG.
Let's go.
I'm waiting for them to use Theo Johnson and Scatbo, but go ahead, brother.
Yeah, if you're not gonna, basically feature the wide receivers, like use Scatbo, man. If you're scared to throw because Russell Wilson in there, just run the ball, Dabes. Anyway,
it's weird.
Yeah, let's move on. We got some more games preview. So let's get into this Bears-Lion matchup, Pat. This Bears-Lion matchup, man. A lot of folks here is on Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams, they talking like Caleb Williams is something not there. He's not really, doing what he's supposed to do. I mean, it's a lot of talk about Caleb Williams, but this Detroit Lions team, they got to get their shit together too, man. And they have to win this game. 0-1. A lot of expectations there in Detroit now. Shout out to Detroit. We was there at the draft 2 years ago. But look, man, it's a lot of expectations in Detroit now with the Lions. This ain't the same old poo-poo Lions, and, we hope you just win a couple of games and look decent. No, they got Super Bowl talk over there in Detroit now. Paid Jared Goff a lot of money. Paid a bunch of these guys a lot of money. So 2 teams trying to get on the right track. What's your thoughts about this matchup, bro?
I think this is 2 teams. This could go either way, man, because I can actually see the Bears upsetting them today. I can see it. We got to see about the health of Sonic with Jamari Gibbs going against that Bears defense. That Bears defense is still good. And even without Jalen Johnson, let's see what this Lions team is. Their offense not the same because that guy that's on the Bears sidelines is the head coach now? We're going to see, because Ben Johnson, he has a lot of pent-up energy against Dan Campbell. You got to go back with their history, and it ended kind of well. And he's already breaking in the Chicago media. That's why I said that dude was a fraud, but he's already breaking in the Chicago media. He's already upset talking about the loss to the Vikings. Oh, let's just go to the next game. No, you have to talk about the game that just happened. That's why you're there at the media. And Caleb Williams showed what he was last week. When the pressure is on, doesn't look like the number one pick overall, and the Lions, they might be desperate today, because if they lose today, that is 2 division games in a row. Same thing with the Bears. They got to play a little bit desperate today, because that's 2 division games in a row for them if they lose. So, yeah, if it wasn't for the Super Bowl rematch, this might have been a game of the week right here,
Yeah.
It's a lot of storylines about this game here today. You got Caleb Williams, you got Ben Johnson, you got Dan Campbell, you got the Lions. Are they still Super Bowl contenders, or are they going back into the cowardly Lions? You don't know. This game here is going to be a heavy hitter, and we're going to keep our eye on this game while calling the Giants versus the Cowboys. But I like this game right here, man.
Yeah, I like this game too. But I don't necessarily like it for the Chicago Bears, unfortunately. I just think that Dan Campbell, this is a game where he has to kind of like set himself apart as being one of those coaches that, hey, I am the man in charge. I can win without coordinators, kind of like, because the way I look at Dan Campbell is he can, if he wins at the highest level, which is the Super Bowl, he's still young into his coaching career. If he wins at the highest level, which is the Super Bowl, I could see Dan Campbell being one of those type of coaches that we talk about, like a Tomlin, like an Andy Reid, one of those head coach figures that's just solid there, like Harbaugh in Baltimore, and the other Harbaugh in with the Chargers, so I'm looking at Dan Campbell like that. So these games where it's a division opponent, and now you coming off a tough loss in week 1, you need to show people like, hey, we still one of the best teams in the league, and this is a game that you could do it in. And yeah, 6.5, I don't know. That might be. I think the Lions win this game comfortably, to be honest with you. Like you said, it's something wrong with Chicago. When your team is psychologically damaged, we see it with a bunch of teams. The New York Giants, you know what I'm saying? Chicago Bears, it's psychologically you're not together. Whether it's the coach off with the players, or the players off with the coordinator, or the coordinator off with the head coach, or the GM off with, there's something off in that organization. So I think the Lions with a head coach like Dan Campbell should take care of business here. 6.5, man. I might want to hop on that. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
Hey,
yeah.
Yeah, just to shout out the chat, because we can't see it here in StreamYard, but shout out to Ghost Dog. Jack gonna be calling the Eagles Chiefs for you guys later today. Game of the week. Thank you for tuning in. Man Cave, Leaf, Mosley just popped in. Thank you guys for tuning in. Shakes popped in. Appreciate you guys for tuning in.
I can't see the chat
because the video. I think the video was set to the private, and when you set it to private, it doesn't pull up, I do believe.
No, it should be public.
No, when you initially set it to private, it saves in the StreamYard as private. I just seen that. I just seen it.
Okay.
So
all right, cool.
But We still got you here in the chat, man.
Mm-hmm.
But
Facts.
yeah, that 6.5. Yeah, I think the Lions do beat the Bears by at least a touchdown today. Real talk.
Yeah. No doubt. All right. Let's get to our next matchup, which is the Colts versus the Broncos. Colts and Broncos.
Ooh, now this one here is a good one.
Yeah. Broncos getting 1.5. And to be honest, the Colts surprised a lot of people. The Colts surprised myself.
Get him, DJ.
I thought this was gonna be a bad year for the Colts. I ain't gonna hold you. But we can be wrong, and you know, we men, so I'll come up on here in a minute. I ain't gonna double down like some of these dudes. But yeah, I was wrong about Colts. I think this Colts team's a lot better than people giving them credit for. Now, can they beat the Broncos? I don't know. You know, I've been high on this Broncos team. So have you, Pat. We like Bo Nix. We like Sean Payton. You know, we like the defense. So this is going to be a tough matchup. Colts by the matchup predictor are favored 51-48, but by Vegas, Denver's favorite by 1.5. How you see this one playing out, bro?
I just got to play one clip before I get into it.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs?
If the Colts beat the Broncos today and Daniel Jones goes off again, dare I say, they can beat the Texans and get that AFC South from the Texans. Yes, I know it's 1 week. And yes, I know they played the Dolphins. But Daniel Jones looked good, man. He was throwing that ball all over the yard.
Yeah.
And if he comes out and does the same thing against the Broncos, that makes him legit in my case, because this Broncos defense is legit and that Broncos team is legit.
Facts.
And if they mess around and beat the Broncos today, they actually got the Colts favored. I'm looking at, oh my goodness. Are they in Indianapolis?
That's what I'm saying, yo. They at Indy. Yeah, the home team's always on the right. Yeah.
Yo, y'all keep y'all eyes on this game. I'm definitely gonna be keeping my eyes on this game while watching the game of the week with Jack. Yo, if the Colts can beat the Broncos today, hey, listen, I'm gonna do a special one this time.
Big Pat's Game Plan. This week's key matchups.
I'm hyped about this game. I'm gonna be real with you, because if Daniel Jones can just play solid football today, and that boy Taylor can, their Broncos run defense is a little suspect because they love to attack. And so if they're in that shotgun and they run that RPO today with Daniel Jones and let Jonathan Taylor get those quick draws to get them 5-6 yards, and they're just moving the ball, look for Josh Downs to have a big game today. Because you're not attacking Pat Surtain with any of their receivers on the outside. He's cool. But those slot DBs, yeah, look for Josh Downs to get about a good 10 catches today. Look for Daniel Jones to do about 225 to 250 yards. And if he doesn't turn over the ball today, Giants fans, I'm on y'all ass, because y'all told me Daniel Jones was the worst quarterback in NFL history. And he leaves the Giants for one game, and he looked like a totally different dude. He didn't look skittish. He didn't look slow. He was throwing it deep. He was throwing it back shoulder. He was leading people. He threw a touchdown, 2 rushing touchdowns, and he got Jonathan Taylor behind him. Look, I'm telling you, Bo Nix, he wasn't Bo Nix last week. He threw 2 interceptions last week, uncharacteristics against the Titans. Do 2 interceptions today against the Colts, and y'all going down. I'm loving this game. I'm sorry. I'm pumped. I'm loving this game.
Yeah, boy. Daniel Jones might make people regret their words about him. Myself, I've been kind of sort of in the middle with the Daniel Jones thing, but shout out to Daniel Jones. You got to give credit where credit is due. The kid is going over there, man, and he might have a coach. Remember, Shane Steichen was a former Eagles offensive coordinator, so he already had familiarity with Daniel Jones. So I think this thing is working out how they planned it to be. But let's keep it pushing, man. That was pretty good right there, man. That was actually a pretty good game plan from Big Pat right there. Shout out to you, bro. But I like this matchup. This is the matchup I like.
This is a good one too.
Falcons at Vikings. Lot of juice here. Of course, Kirk Cousins. You know, the whole thing there. You got JJ McCarthy, you got Michael Penix, you know, two quarterbacks squaring off from the same draft class, man. And then you got an Atlanta Falcons team, you know, that's got a lot of weapons and they have a lot of potential on offense, man. But the questions are always with the defense here. And, you know, going up against Justin Jefferson, going up against that high-powered Minnesota offense, and then complementary with their defense with Brian Flores, man. Again, this is a tough test on the road for the Falcons. And coming in 0-1, you know, you don't want to get too many games behind the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in this division, man, if you plan on competing for it. You know, so, yeah, man, what's your thoughts on this one right here? Minnesota getting 3.5 at the crib. Matchup predictor has them at a 63% chance to win. Atlanta, 35%.
I'm going to play this real quick.
And then I want you to attack. I want you to visualize and then attack.
That's for my guy, Michael Penix Jr. I'm going to tell you guys on this one, you know, NYG heavy on, you know, the numbers when it comes to the sports book. Don't believe the hype with that 63.9%. I think the Falcons get them one today because if they can't get pressure against Michael Penix today, I think the Vikings are going to take that loss. Reason why? That Vikings run game is suspect. And they need to decide whether it's going to be Aaron Jones or Mason. Just decide. You know what I'm saying? Use Aaron Jones as your receiving back and let Mason take those carries and be the bruising back, because you have to get that run game going with JJ McCarthy. You have to. It's run game, play action, because if he has to sit back there and make sound decisions, you've seen what was happening in that Bears game where they had all their top DBs out. They didn't get started until they listened to old Pat. You know what I'm saying? They got that run game going with that play action. But the thing about this Falcons defense, they fly around the field. And if they could get the Vikings one-dimensional and they don't get that run game going, and Michael Penix Jr. is able to sit in that pocket and wheel and deal, and what I mean by that, just because you blitz doesn't mean you're going to fluster Michael Penix Jr. That's what he wants you to do. Get him, Ray Ray. I think Ray Ray has a big game today if they send that zero blitz at him. You know, Van Ginkel and them, they're good. But if they're getting that ball out quick against those slot corners, against those Vikings, and moving that ball, and don't think Michael Penix don't have the wheels to get out of that pocket if they blitz and don't have gap control. I don't know why people keep underestimating this kid's athletic ability because he had those 2 knee injuries. That was 4 years ago. I think the Vikings give them.
Did you see him on that run?
Yeah.
That kid, I like this kid, man. This kid can play, man. This kid can play, man. And he's in a perfect situation in Atlanta, man. They're gonna get behind him. You know, he's not gonna be, torn down by the media down there. So yeah, man, this could be special for Atlanta. Hey, it's gotta get your defense right, Falcons.
Yep.
Like, I'm not a Falcons hater by far, man. I like the Falcons. I like a lot of these teams in the South. I like the Carolina Panthers as well, but yeah, get your defense right, man. Like, that's what y'all need to do. You know, I want to see one of y'all take the Bucks out. You know what I'm saying? I think the Bucks got a cheap little couple little chips with the Tom Brady boost. You know what I'm saying? So y'all coming in, man. Y'all got some young guys, man. In Carolina with Bryce Young, and then now with Michael Penix in Atlanta, man. And take that crown from them, man. But you gotta focus on the defense too. Y'all gotta be able to get after the passer. You know, y'all gotta be able to pass rush, man. That's one of the things the Falcons haven't been able to do in years. They've been chasing that thing for a minute. But 3.5 though. Yeah, I don't know. That might be something that you may want to lean the Falcons, you know, and take that 3.5, man, and put it on the Falcons. Because I don't think it's the same Vikings team as last year.
No, man, I don't think it's nowhere near as the same.
Yeah, I don't. Year. I think it's gonna be a lot of games where that kid JJ McCarthy struggles. Now this may not be a defense that can do that to him. So again, but I do think the Falcons offense can definitely match the power of the Vikings. So that's where it's gonna be. Look for this one to be a shootout.
Bijan Robinson.
Yeah, look for this one to be a shootout. Especially in the dome on the turf. Yeah.
And he get one of those outlet passes, one of those dump down passes where you do a zero blitz and he get in that open field. Hey, listen, just watch that game, man. Falcons might surprise you.
Yeah, man, most definitely, man. But all right, we're gonna go over, man, to the Eagles and the Chiefs here. Eagles, Chiefs. Look, man, this one's on the Chiefs, bro. Because they lose. Hey, yeah. Because ain't none of them teams in your division playing no games with you.
None of them.
The Chargers ain't playing no games. The Raiders ain't playing no games. And matter of fact, they all won. As I'm thinking about it, and the Broncos ain't playing no games. You in last place right now. So
yeah,
you got to get right, and this ain't a team to get right on. I'm just, this is scary for the Chiefs right now, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. This is, as much as I hate the Eagles, bro. Like, yeah, they beat you ass in the Super Bowl for a reason, bro, and they didn't lose much. So, jeez, if I'm a Chiefs fan, I'd be nervous about this game. Now you got it in Arrowhead, but again, you lost Worthy. Mahomes, I don't know, man. This team look they don't look as hungry. You know what I'm saying? They don't look as hungry as they once were. And to be honest with you, man, I think the league is catching up to them. I don't think anybody's scared of them. I don't think they have the mystique of, like, you know, certain teams, you know, like that. Well, like they used to. They had a mystique about them there for a couple years. That shit gone, bro. They might get their ass whooped today, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. Especially if Saquon Barkley and Jalen Hurts get that running game going. It's gonna be a long fucking day.
It's gonna be a long day for them if they cannot stop that run with Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley today. And Saquon Barkley didn't get his numbers last week against a Cowboys team that everybody expected them to whoop up on. Yeah, man, I might take the Eagles. I might take the Eagles because, look, only reason why I get a Chiefs a chance because that Eagles secondary is trash. Now,
no Worthy. Worthy is a big part of what the Chiefs do, bro.
And then Hollywood Brown is not dependable. Yeah. And you got Juju Smith-Schuster, you know. Kelsey, I don't know what's going on with Kelsey, even though he got a touchdown last week. Chiefs fans might be looking like how Stephen A. Smith is in that picture right there after the day.
No bullshit.
And if the Chiefs go 0-2, and if the Raiders, they lucky the Raiders play the Chargers. I got the Chargers in that game. I told people this division was not going to be playing with them this year. Guess what? They at the bottom of the division after 1 week. And if they lose today, they will stay at the bottom of the division.
Bottom.
So
You know what I'm saying?
yo, the Chiefs, they got to show us something today. But the only chance I give them is that Eagles secondary is just absolutely doo-doo today. Other than that, man, I don't see them stopping that Eagles run game today. And AJ Brown only had 2 targets last week? Oh man,
crazy. He finna go bananas.
If you know who AJ Brown is, that ain't happening this week. Or somebody gonna get punched in the jaw.
How the Chargers just
on
that cheek. Now Jalen Hurts ain't gonna give you that, but like you said, AJ Brown, he always got the Hail Mary prayer that he do. You know, to close your eyes and throw it up to AJ. Yeah, he can get a couple of those on there. It's gonna be a long day.
Look,
and then they gonna lock in for that running game. Him too. Yup. That's how they gonna get you, because that Chiefs secondary is suspect.
Yeah, like hoods and suspect.
Yes.
And since Dallas Goedert is out today, that might be a bad thing for the Chiefs, because now they're gonna use those receivers more in that role in the middle of the field. And Devontae Smith is no slouch. They might get their butts whooped today, man. They might get their butts whooped today, and the Eagles got a point to prove after that Cowboys game, because they didn't play up to their capabilities in that first game. And I think Jalen Hurts, he's gonna get a lot of rushing yards today, him and Barkley. But we'll see, man. But Chiefs might be in trouble, man. Stephen A. Smith, like, man.
Yeah. Like,
yeah, I don't know.
Know about this one. Again, man. This is one of these matchups, like I said, that, you know, featured game of the week, you know what I'm saying, the 425 game. But I just don't know if it's gonna be, you know, a battle like that. You know, the Chiefs, man. Look, love Spags, you know, Andy Reid, all legendary coaches, but like I said, man, you know, sometimes you get full, you get fat, and you don't really have that. The Chiefs won what? How many chips? 3?
Yeah, they got 3 chips.
So yeah, this could be the year. Could be the year. You see the Chiefs not win the AFC West. It's very well could be the year, man. I'm starting to feel like that. For real. Pat. But let's take a quick peek at a couple other games here while we're at it. Quick thoughts. Patriots and Vikings. Patriots at Dolphins. I mean, yeah, they might as well. But anyway, Patriots and Dolphins, man. The Dolphins. Hey, golly, man. This is a lot. That's just a lot of fucking bad blood down there in Miami. This is a lot of conniving ass shit going on. Like, the Dolphins is a mess right now. This might be a get right game for the Patriots. What's your quick thoughts on this game, yo?
Cannot play with them. Cannot win with them. Cannot coach with them. Can't do it.
For both sides. I don't know who's going to win this game, to be honest with you. Because I can see the Patriots whooping them because 2 of them can't get it done. And I can see the Patriots allowing Tua and Tyreek Hill to get their groove against them today. This game is a toss-up, man. I don't know who the hell is going to win this game. I'll be honest with you, because both teams are suspect as hell. Both defenses are suspect. Both quarterbacks are suspect to me. I don't think Drake May is everything that they hype him up to be. Tua is one head injury away from retiring. Then you got, I don't know, man. Tyreek Hill is upset. They're getting Jalen Waddle popped every game. I don't know. Maybe A-Chain saves him today. Or
let's hope so.
Who knows?
Oh, A-Chain. You got him on my fantasy team. But yeah, I don't
fantasy teams too.
I don't know. I think I'm leaning Patriots here. I don't trust them.
Me too, a little bit, yeah.
man. I don't like the Dolphins. Like I feel like they're a team that wastes talent. I don't never do nothing.
Yeah,
I get all these
they'll
great
never do
players,
that.
they'll never do nothing, bro. It's sad, bro.
You go there for the women and the paycheck.
Basically.
I'm telling you.
All right, man. As we go rapid fire here, Seahawks at Steelers. Aaron Rodgers and company pulling out a hard-fought comeback win against the Jets. Seattle, I don't know, man. You know, you gave Sam Darnold a big contract. I don't know if you feel good about that now. I wouldn't feel good about it when you did it. But anyhow, going into Pittsburgh, I don't like the chance of Seattle. I think Pittsburgh Steelers might see an opportunity here, you know, to kind of pad their record. DK Metcalf playing against his former team. I like Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I like Pittsburgh in the 3.5.
Yeah, I like Pittsburgh 3.5 too. I think you take that bet, and I'm gonna be real with you. I gotta come on camera for this one. Shout out to Mike Tomlin. I think he might actually did what we said in the preview. I think he has Aaron Rodgers on board. That was the best Aaron Rodgers we've seen in 4 or 5 years last week.
Yeah.
Like he played some football last week. And I don't like that dude.
But
like
it takes a coach like that to get a quarterback like that. Think about the Belichick, Tom Brady. We all know Brady got an ego, but it took a Belichick to basically say, look here, you know, you're going to play in my system, so on and so speak. You know, Tomlin did it with Ben Roethlisberger. You know, big time star head coaches, you know, you need a coach like Tomlin, and think about Aaron Rodgers when it came over here with Brian Dable. Brian Dable, who the fuck is you listening to?
Right, bro.
That's what he did with the Jets. That's why I was telling Giants fans that wasn't the move.
Oh, it would have been worse over here with us.
Yeah,
it
hell yeah.
Worse.
But it takes a coach, Pat, like Mike Tomlin, to rein in a guy with a high ego like Aaron Rodgers, man. It might work out in Pittsburgh, like you said.
It might work out because there was conflict in that game. The Jets came out and scored points like nobody thought they could. The Jets put up 32 points with that defense, and the Steelers still won 34-32. So they showed resolve, and he showed that, hey, look, Mike Tomlin is my coach. I'm going to go out there and do what I'm supposed to do. He has DK Metcalf over there. Maybe the George Pickens thing was a relief. You know what I'm saying? And DK Metcalf, yeah, he could get rowdy sometimes, but he does it in the right way. He does it on the field. That big monster will go on a run play and drive a DB 40 yards down the field if he has to. And Calvin Austin, same size as Wan'Dale Robinson, but they know how to use him. People are now talking about Calvin Austin as being the number 2 over there. And, you know, they always got a receiver on deck somewhere. You know, so we're going to see what Pittsburgh's about today. I think they do go 2-0, and shout out to Mike Tomlin. You can get Aaron Rodgers on board. You one hell of a dude. You that dude. You get Aaron Rodgers on board. That's a fact.
Yeah, man. Speaking of the New York Jets, let's go here. Let's go to the Jets Buffalo game. I like this game too as well. I think Buffalo, man, given 5.5 on the road. Vegas high on the Bills. Look, if the Jets can run the football and slow the game down, I think they have a chance to beat Buffalo.
Yes, they do.
If they come in here and allow the Buffalo Bills to put Justin Fields and drop back passing situations all game long, they're gonna lose really bad. So that 5.5 might be. So this one is kind of like you kind of go with your gut. do you think the Jets can go in there and really run the football consistently against that Buffalo Bills defense? I don't know.
Yeah.
They can, but I don't know. Will it happen?
You got to think about that last game, man. The Ravens ran up and down the field against them.
That's true.
It was just a mistake at the end of the game by King Henry. And yes, the Jets do not have King Henry, but they have Braylon Allen and Breece Hall. And Justin Fields, like, keep it a buck.
Yeah.
You know,
he is the extra running back. He is.
And Justin Fields,
He's
he's not Lamar Jackson, but he still can get it done out there, and he can get it done in a big way. So this game could go left for the Buffalo Bills, and the Jets jump out on them with that running game, and they have the time of possession on their side, and Josh Allen makes a mistake here or two. Hey, I'm just saying, we gonna see. I still got the Bills winning, but that 5.5 is a little steep. That 5.5 is a little steep.
Yeah. Yeah, you might want to lean Jets with the points, but I'm definitely leaning Buffalo with the game. So, but because I just think a one-dimensional team is going to be hard to beat Buffalo if you just one-dimensional. And the Jets are clearly a wonder now. That one dimension, when it works well to the tune of 32 points, like you said. But yeah, consistently over 17-game season, that's hard to do. And Justin Fields I just don't think we'll see. Maybe Fields is improving, dare we say. You know, and maybe
he hit the Bills in the mouth from the very get-go. Hit them in the mouth with that run game, run it down their throat, get a touchdown, go up 7-0, and try to force Josh Allen to make a superhero mistake. And he'll do it. He'll do it. In New York, too, we'll see. This is a trap game for the Bills already.
All right, let's go over to Rams-Titans. Rams-Titans right here. This might be upset special. This might be an upset special. This is NYG's upset special upset game of the week. So definitely take the points here with Tennessee. Look, man, I think Tennessee's better than people give them credit for. Rams on the road, dome teams on the road in outside stadiums. I mean, not saying they can't win, and I think they probably will end up winning the game, but I'm just talking about spread-wise. From the points, 5.5, this is a game I like for Tennessee. Cam Ward, man, I think as this season goes along, we're going to be talking about Cam Ward more and more and more, because I just think Tennessee right now, they have a team, man, that, look, they have a team, they have a coach, they have a quarterback. You know, they just need the experience, I feel like. You know what I'm saying? So as they start to gel together and grow during the season, I think you're going to start to see this Titans team. You know, you might look and see the Titans, you know, sitting there with 5, 6, 7 wins at the end of the season. I don't know, but I do like this game. Point-wise, I think Tennessee can definitely keep this thing close at home. What's your thoughts? It's home opener for them.
Tennessee Titans can keep this one close. And Cam Ward played his butt off last week. Yeah. He was making some passes, and Calvin Ridley dropping passes. I feel sorry for Cam Ward's dad because he was in the crowd like, come on. Like, come on. He's dropping dimes to you dudes. Catch the ball. That's why I hated they didn't let Restrepo stay in there with him, because Restrepo makes some of those catches. He does. And all I'm going to say in this game is play Puka Nacua in fantasy. I think he's going to get the ball a whole lot today. But that Titans defense was turning Denver's offense over. They had like 3 turnovers in a game, a fumble and 2 picks. So this Titans defense is showing that they're no joke. And if Cam Ward is playing like he was playing last week and they make some of those catches, you could get a little thing that you played, a go. You know what I'm saying? You can get one of them. Yeah, you can get one of them. We're gonna see. This is gonna be a fun game too. In the afternoon. So we'll keep our eye on this game while we're calling the Cowboys Giants. Definitely gonna keep our eye on this game.
Yeah, this is my upset special of the week. Remember, I'm playing the spreads in these, not the winner of the game, because I do think the Rams will win the game. But yeah, take the points here. 5.5. That's rich. I think Tennessee in a home opener with a team that can run the football against a Rams team that's more, up and down, so to speak. I think they can slow the game down, keep it close, and cover that 5.5.
Yeah, I think it'd be like a 24-20 type game.
Something like that. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
Facts.
So, yeah, because, but, all right, we'll do one more here. Not going to do all the games. We'll do Baltimore and Cleveland. Baltimore, Cleveland. Cleveland played tough.
Woo.
But
they get ready to play against an angry Ravens team.
the Baltimore Ravens at home, Pat, they got them at 12.5, G. They think they about to get their butts whooped, and so do I. 80, almost 80% chance for Baltimore to win, 20 for Cleveland. Look here, man. We know what time it is, man. The Ravens, Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson going up against that Cleveland defense with Myles Garrett and this guy Mason Graham they drafted. So can Cleveland cover? That's all I'm working.
I would say this. If their offense can score some points, they'll cover. I don't think this defense is going to allow the Ravens to go ape shit. But start Derrick Henry. I think you're going to get a lot of angry Derrick Henry at that. I just think this Cleveland Browns team might run into a buzzsaw today. Because the way they lost that game last week is traditional. I told you. It's always something with that Ravens team when it comes to playoff atmosphere games. I told you, whether you want to blame it on Harbaugh or not, I don't think Harbaugh can stop Derrick Henry from fumbling right there. That's what we were saying previously, bro. I can't put that on Harbaugh. They were destroying the Bills, like literally destroying them. And all they had to do was run out the clock and Derrick Henry fumbles. I don't get it.
But it's always like that with them. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, I don't know, bro. Maybe maybe the message is not sinking in. I definitely don't think John Harbaugh is a bad coach or should be fired at anything. I'm just saying it's when you can repeatedly have mental mistakes. It's not talent. It's a mental mistakes.
Yeah, mental.
You gotta look at the coaching in some aspect and like, okay,
so either these guys are gonna be. What should he do?
The only thing I can say is if these guys aren't getting the message, get new guys. Maybe they have to make a big trade and swap out Andrews, or I wouldn't swap out Derrick Henry, but maybe some of these receivers, maybe some of the guys on defense. I don't know, bro. But I'm saying you can't just keep repeatedly coming up short and not point to the coaching.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. If I'm the head coach or you the GM, this is a hard conversation, bro. Because I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Then we need to get new players. Because you can't just put the same players.
Who you gonna get rid of?
So what you're saying is insanity. Because you can't keep doing the same thing over and over again. It's either the coaches or the fucking players, bro. One of the two.
It's just a weird situation, bro. You can say it's insanity.
It's one of the two.
You can say it's insanity because it fits the definition. I get where you're coming from. Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Yes, that is the definition of insanity. So if you're the GM, do you fire me? I'm John Harbaugh. Do you fire me?
I think we need to make a major roster change. I don't know who that is. Again, that's something, that we will have to elaborate on, maybe in a debate show, but you got to make some changes then. If you know, I don't think John Harbaugh is a bad coach. He is a Super Bowl winning head coach. But again, this roster ain't working. You know what I'm saying? So, because you don't have enough to beat the teams you need to beat. Apparently,
but the crazy thing is, we were beating the shit out of them. All we had to do was run the ball and not fumble. We win that game.
And it's a philosophy then. Why didn't you run the ball then?
They did run the ball. Derrick Henry fumbled.
You just said all we had to do is run the ball in the. Okay, why did Derrick Henry fumble?
Is that on me?
No, it's on
carrying the ball.
Okay. So then maybe Derrick Henry. You see what I'm saying? You keep going on with this, but somehow we're gonna get to the bottom of the goddamn problem, and we ain't just gonna keep putting the same motherfuckers out there and keep losing and get your ass whooped by Kansas City Buffalo. But all right, let's move on.
Yeah, we gotta move on. I can only see one solution: is you got to get rid of me. You got to get rid of me because you got to. Let's move on because this will take over the whole show.
All right. We are now going to get into on the money out of pocket. We're going to do on the money out of pocket. Running a little short on time today, but I do got a couple clips for y'all that I want to show. So let me cue this thing up and we're going to get right into it.
Out of pocket for that shit. Way out of pocket.
All right. So here, hold on. Let me pause this thing real quick. All right. Let's get it, man. Let's get into on the money or out of pocket here. Bro, so Jerry Jeudy was fined for taunting. Jerry Jeudy was fined for taunting here on this play. Now, I'm going to let y'all watch the play and just tell me, was this on the money or out of pocket? Now, I zoom in on it here. This is what Jerry Jeudy got fined 11 stacks for. That right there. So, what is the NFL doing here? What is the NFL? You can't clap? That's why I put the clapper. So, you can't clap now. You cannot clap after a play and without getting fined? Is that what we doing? Is this on the money or out of pocket? Do y'all think this was justifying Jerry Jeudy getting fined 11 stacks for this? For doing that?
No, man. No, that's out of pocket, bro. Just call that what it is. That is out of pocket. Come on, man. Damn, what? You want these guys to be literal robots? Like, they're human beings, man. You have reactions. Man. You have emotions. Like, it was like that might have been like clap. Like, damn, come on, good play, but I got you, nigga. I had you on the route. It was just the pass was off a little bit because he had him on the route. You know what I'm saying? Better pass. That's a completion.
Right. Maybe the quarterback was out of pocket. I should have been in the pocket. Should have stayed in the pocket. But yeah, man, I thought this one was out of pocket, man. So we're gonna call it what it is, man. Let's hit it.
And that's out of pocket, man.
Way out of pocket. What do you gain from that?
Right.
Out of pocket.
All right, man. Next one, the stupid slide wouldn't show my thing, but I'm gonna go ahead and cue this video up for you. This one here is Coach Brian Kelly. Coach Brian Kelly, after the win and the post conference versus Florida. So let's listen to what Brian Kelly has to say. Let's see if he's on the money or out of pocket with his comments. Let's go.
Sessions, but What are you seeing with your offense?
Stop. Really? Is that the first question? We won the game 20-10. Try another question. What do you want me to tell you? I just laid it out for you. We played the game to win the game. We played the game to win the game.
All right. How about third down then? What is going on with third down?
It's one game. Last game, we were great on third down. You're looking at this from the wrong perspective. LSU won the football game. Won the game. I don't know what you want from me. What do you want? You want us to win 70-0 against Florida to keep you happy?
No, I think people want to know why you can't run the ball, quite honestly.
We can run the ball. Did you see the last play of the game? That's all you need. You just need one. There's a ridiculous questions. And I'm getting tired of it. That football team just worked their tail off to get an SEC win, and you want to know what's wrong. You know what? You're spoiled. You're spoiled. This team is 17-1 at night. 17-1. Give them some respect. How about that? Give them some respect instead of micro-analyzing every little thing. This is ridiculous. For a group of seasoned reporters, that kind of question is so out of line.
So, Brian Kelly thought the questioning was out of pocket. But my question is he out of pocket for the way he responded? Y'all talk to me, man.
Hey, I got a clip for you.
The greatest thing about sports is you play to win the game. Hello? You play to win the game.
Yeah.
And that's what they did.
He did hit him with the herm.
Yeah.
He hit him with the herm.
Only reason why I say he's out of pocket for the way that he responded, you can't let these guys get you that frustrated. It's showing that there may be some leaks in that building. There may be some whispers about him as a head coach of LSU. They do come up short in a lot of situations. They haven't had a championship since Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and the boys were out there. And he has had questions about beating good teams, but that was an amazing stat. They are 17-1 at night games. And that's when the lights are brightest. So he is 17-1. So you got to give it to him. But you know who was really out of pocket in that game? Our quarterback, Lagway, 5 interceptions. He threw a touchdown to the other team. That's who's out of pocket in this game. I can't stand. Our coach should be up there getting those questions, not him. He won. That's who's out of pocket. DJ Lagway, 5 picks. That's who's out of pocket. Dude.
Cannot play with him. Cannot win with him. Cannot coach with him. Can't do it.
You can't do it. What's going on, man? Sick of that kid, man. I'm sick of that coach. Another quarterback whisperer. Getting this Brian Daboll on over here with Florida. Sick of this. Yeah, man. Go ahead.
Sick of this shit, man.
Right. Not ass whoop out here.
Oh shit, man. All right. I'm gonna give y'all a couple more. Let's go a little off topic here. Y'all know I gotta go off topic here. This shit right here. I don't know what people do, why people are manipulating these foods like this. What is this shit? Candied watermelon. Like the watermelon ain't sweet enough.
Oh my god.
And she capping.
Thank you.
Shit ain't fucking good. Look, hold up, bro. Shorty capping. Look at her face. Look right there. She like, what the fuck is that? She see how she looking at it? Look at that. That shit hit hard, did it? Look at her face. That shit hit hard, did it? Candy watermelon. Man,
AYG, I got one thing to say about this, bro.
Prediction for the fight, then.
Prediction?
Yes, prediction.
Pain.
And that's for her damn teeth. Pain. Candy watermelon. Motherfucking teeth should be jumping in your mouth right now. The hell you got going on, candy watermelon? Like, man, people tripping. You had roach milk last week. Hey, you got nerds watermelon candy. Like, what's going on, bro? Man, these people out here tripping,
oh, this is
bro.
good. This is good,
Man,
girl.
this
Look.
shit ain't fucking good, bro. Yeah, look, she almost had to grab her mouth. I know her motherfucking teeth are just tingling right now, bro. Come on, bro.
Yo, I see y'all in the chat. Joe said, damn, the piece is big. Yeah.
Yeah.
You eating all that? Man, you gonna be in a sugar coma. Bro,
What the hell they got going on, bro?
I'm telling you, man. Yeah, this shit right here.
Out of pocket for that shit.
Way out of
Way
pocket.
out of pocket. What do you gain from it?
What did you
Yeah,
gain
what
from
do
that?
you gain? That's perfect. What do you gain from this? Like, what do you? How much does it cost? Because if you pay anything more than free, you need your ass whooped.
You can't give it that shit away for free. I'm
Man.
not feeding my dog that. I'm not giving that to no animal, no child, no nobody.
Man, I'm not even throwing that in the trash can.
The ants, maybe they'll take charge of it.
Man, you gonna
Put
have
it on the ground, let
there
the-
tweaking. Right.
All right, man. Last one. I just seen this one, man, and I had to put this one on here, bro. It just came across my timeline when I started this show. And it's gonna go back to, these damn New York fucking Giants fans. So I gotta repeat this. This right here. Shout out to Richard B. Says people are getting fed up and starting to turn on Andrew Thomas. Andrew Thomas hurt. Not gonna play. Giants fans are mad. Woke Thibodeau. I love these fucking names. Woke Thibodeau. Okay. All right, dude. Tweets out a picture of Andrew Thomas. Fucking useless is the caption. Now, a lot of fans are fed up with Andrew Thomas. But come on, man. Useless? Is this how you feel about one of your star players, your best player on the offensive line? This how you feel about him? Because he's dealing with some injuries? Am I concerned?
At that.
I'm concerned about his injuries too, but to call him useless? Talk to me. I know there's Giants fans in the chat. Pat, on the money out of pocket. Is Andrew? Is it getting time to start? I'm just gonna put it like this. I'm not even gonna. The comment is way out of pocket. Obviously, calling the guy useless. But is it time to think about life after Andrew Thomas?
Yeah, because of stupid fans like this. Every time these dudes ain't playing at a superhuman level, they're useless. You're stupid. If he's so useless, why the offensive line ain't doing shit whenever he gets injured? Why are we one of the worst offensive lines when he gets injured? But when he's in there, we look half decent. And like I said, you don't do deep analysis. You know this guy's not going to play until they put Jackson Dart in there. If you're smart, you would know that. This man is not going to play until you put Jackson Dart in there. Why put Andrew Thomas in there on a list of frank injury for a quarterback that you already know that you're going to move on from? Wow, and you got to think that's a Frank injury, an injury that he shouldn't have had if he would have been in there against a Cowboys team for no reason. So he had to put so much stress after he hurt his hamstring, and he hurt his damn foot too. And a Frank injury, if you don't know what that is vicious.
Yeah.
And then he's over 300 pounds planting on that foot. So you have to make sure that he is completely healthy before you put him out there. Guess what? Crack. And now his career is over. And you ain't going to get nothing for him in return if you want to get rid of him because he's damaged goods. But this is what happens with Giants. You speak things into existence all the time. You don't understand the power that comes from you when you just destroy your roster like this. It's just stupid. This is week 2, and he's coming off a Frank injury less than a year. And you want to throw him back out there because you just want to see him out there. Okay. And then let Andrew Thomas go to another team, and when that foot heals up, he becomes an all-pro again. Protecting a Joe Burrow, or even worse, replace somebody over there with the Eagles by the name of Lane Johnson, and he plays right tackle. Or he becomes Jaden Daniels left tackle. Oh my goodness. Don't think the Cowboys won't be in on it too.
Yeah.
Yep, lose him and Neighbors to the Commanders. And then he really be useless then, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
But it is what it is, man. Stupid. It's a Frank injury. Moron.
Yeah, man. But yeah, that's all I got for On the Money or Out of Pocket. Man, these dudes be out of pocket, man. They be way out of pocket.
Out of pocket for that shit. Way out of pocket. What do you gain from that?
What do you, man? That's the perfect thing at the end of what do you gain from that, bro? What do you gain? Tell me. You're freaking.
All right. Let's talk a little fantasy here to close out the show. Cue my team up here.
I'm going 2-0, baby. That's all I know.
So, let's get into a little bit of fantasy.
Fantasy Football Files with Ghost Dog.
All right. Don't know if you in the chat, Ghost. But if you want to join the show, we got a little bit of a late start here. So wasn't able to get things together like I wanted to, but I'm gonna drop the link in the ABSN chat room right now. Because I can't put it in on the stream because we're not something going on with comments on the stream, whatever. Anyway, all right, so this is me versus Mitch Kopsky. Y'all, Mitch Kopsky going up against this is in the ABSN versus Hardcore Sports Network League. We talked a little bit about A-Chain going up against New England. I love McCaffrey against New Orleans. I like Kyler Murray against Carolina. T. Higgins makes me nervous. Smith Njigba against Pittsburgh. Jacoby Myers against the Chargers. Colston Loveland against Detroit. Colston Loveland, man, I might need to upgrade there. But then again, what you think, Ghost? Colston Loveland? Think I need another tight end? Colts defense, man. I'm definitely thinking this Colts defense can slow down the Broncos. Maybe they get a couple of picks off of Bo Nix. I don't like that Eagles kicker either.
You and that Eagles kicker. Shouts out to the chat and the Aboriginals.
Salute. But give me your thoughts, Ghost. This is your segment. What's your thoughts, man? I got 2 questions about Marassi. T. Higgins
Go for it.
or T. Okay. T. Higgins, or do I roll the dice with a Darnell Mooney or Rashid Shaheed?
I would go with Darnell Mooney. He's been known in the past to have like boom games out of nowhere. Drake London is that dude over there. So if the Vikings want to win, they're gonna have to shut him down. So expect Mooney to get targets.
I'm wondering though, is Higgins? Who Jacksonville got over there in their secondary?
Travis Hunter
No,
trying to play him.
Yeah, that ain't gonna work.
Yeah, that ain't gonna work.
So you might be good with T. Higgins. It's a conundrum.
All right, what about
conundrum.
Myers? Let's do that one. Myers or because I would love to start Worthy, but he ain't playing. But Myers or a Shaheed or Mooney.
Mooney. If I was
Mooney,
to
Myers.
pick any of your receivers to switch out, it would be Myers.
Yeah.
Because I just think that Las Vegas and Chargers game is gonna be a run game, like nonstop all day long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Brock Bowers is over there, so he's really the red zone threat. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I like McCaffrey and A-Chain as their running backs. I like Brees Hall. Should have started him last week.
Yeah, you got Colston Loveland in there. You don't got like a Cole Kmet available or something.
No.
I'll tell you this much: Tucker Kraft went off on for me the other day. I had him in the Hardcore Network League. Man, look, I looked up. He
the
put
Hardcore
27
Network
points
League
by
right
himself.
Here. This is the league, so there's a couple guys out there. Noah Fant.
Yeah, Fant's
Dalton
still there. Elijah Royal still there. Pat Fireman's still there. Conco, yep.
Theo Johnson's out there. Arroyo.
Man, forget Theo. After that second drop pass, it's over with.
Cole Kmet, I think they're starting this Loveland kid though. I'm gonna keep him in
Over
there
him?
one more week. Yeah.
Got
Loveland's
you.
the guy. I'm gonna keep him in there one week and see if Caleb Williams can get some something going with him.
Yeah.
But I do like some of these tight ends on the free agent list.
Oh yeah, no, it's deep this year. But like I was just under the impression that Cole Kmet was the starter over Loveland. I wasn't aware of that.
Mm-mm. Nah, Loveland's the guy. They took him early in the draft.
That's right.
When did they draft? When was Loveland drafted? This one ain't gonna tell me, but he had only had 2 targets last week, but I got him projected for 4 targets. Yeah. I don't know, man. A little difficult here, man.
It's tough.
For tight ends in this league right here. But what's your thoughts, man, about real quick? We kind of running out of time, but what's your thoughts about free agent wise? Just the overall list right here. Any steals that you think are last minute ads? Let's put it like that. Any last minute ads here from a free agent standpoint in fantasy?
I mean, if you need a quarterback in a tight pinch, Aaron Rodgers is available. The problem with Cam Scatterbull up there is just like, Brian Dable is play calling. Is he going to utilize that run game? Because he could be a nice running back, especially in goal line situations. It's just, us Giants fans know what time it is with that situation there. Another running back, Justice Hill. Again, he's another boom or bust type of player. It just depends on
Cowboys defense. I really would, because I don't think the Giants are going to do nothing today. I have no.
That's another thing as well. That's another thing. Honestly, any defense against this Giants offense, you should start. To be real, Another steal down there, the Chiefs defense, if you need them, like on a type of situation, depending on the matchup. Nah, it's gonna be a problem. I don't think Spags is gonna be able to hold him. Nah, not this week though.
I think it's gonna be a great one over there. We'll see. They always pull something out of the hat, but man, they're gonna need a lot of help from their 12th man, the referees today. I tell you that.
Big time.
Yeah. But we're gonna wrap it up, man. Ghost Dog likes Aaron Rodgers. If you need a last minute quarterback ad. Running backs.
Out of all these names, I'd pick up Justice Hill.
Justice Hill. I was gonna say
maybe Blake Corum, but again,
too.
What's his name is down there too. Who? Woody Marks?
Yeah, Woody Marks for Houston. I think he's gonna start getting carries eventually.
Okay.
Now wide receiver. We got Smith Schuster with Worthy being out. That might be a good ad. This Elick Ayamana.
Yeah, Elick Ayamana for the Titans.
Ayamana. Yeah, watch out for him too.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's gonna start to pop. Yeah. Ray McLeod, Pat's boy.
Get him Ray.
What about Trey Tucker down there? Because the whole situation in Las Vegas right now is still kind of like a toss-up.
Yeah, but they got Jack Beck, and they got a lot of guys.
They got a lot of dudes, like a lot of no names outside Myers.
Nobody's really doing anything. Like it's just like jumping on. You know what I'm saying right now. So it's kind of a wait and see with Vegas. Until Geno Smith maybe gets a rapport with a Jack Beck or Trey Tucker or one of these cats. I wouldn't touch any of these guys right now, personally.
Kevontae Turpin,
definitely somebody you could watch out for, especially against the New York Giants. People like that always seem to burn the Giants.
Yeah,
these punt returners and these little shifty guys. So watch out for him. But we talked about the tight ends and defensive wise, real quick. I already gave you the Cowboys defense. I think that's your best bet right now. You can roll the dice on the Dolphins. I don't think New England's going to be doing a whole lot out there. But then again, it's Miami. Yep, your best play is probably the Cowboys out of this list. Don't trust the Chargers. The Chargers might be a good play against Vegas, but I'd go with Dallas. Any last thoughts, fellas, man, before we get out of here, man? So, gave y'all the best play of the week. My upset special is Rams at Tennessee Titans with the 5.5. Take the points. We gave y'all some fantasy players to look out for. And last thoughts, man. Prediction time, fellas. Predictions. Giants, Cowboys. Who wins?
Prediction for the fight, then.
Prediction?
Yes, prediction.
Pain.
31-13 Cowboys.
Damn.
Ghost Dog.
I'm gonna go like 28-6 Cowboys. Just don't see any difference. Like Pat said earlier, man, the same. It's the same. And at this point, ain't nowhere else but to point to but at the main dude at the top of the pyramid. Not Mara, but we talking about the head coach.
Mm-hmm.
So it's if he loses this game, it's gonna look real ugly.
And how do you lose it? Y'all can go out there and score 3 points, 7 points.
Oh yeah. Points. If it's a close one, he's gonna have more of a slack on the leash. But if he can't put up at least a few touchdowns, it's done.
Yeah, I'm with y'all. 27-7 Cowboys.
I got a quick question though before we head out for both of y'all. If things is looking real ugly, and I mean real ugly, going into the half, do we see Jackson Dart start in that second half?
No, because Andrew Thomas is not playing.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Got you. Okay. So then that's when we'll know for sure. Got you.
Yeah, when Andrew Thomas is ready to go, that's when you'll see Jackson Dart. I promise you. I promise you.
No, I'm right there with him, straight up. I totally believe that. When that kid comes in, they're gonna make sure he is ready to go. I think they're using these couple games to get Andrew Thomas healthy, to get Scapbo up to speed, and maybe Marcus Scapbo Embo, get the Bulls ready, and then they're gonna put that lineup in there with Jackson Dart, Theo Johnson, this Fedoni kid, and they're gonna start attacking. That's what they're gonna do. That's my word.
And then I want you to attack. I want you to visualize and then attack.
Yeah, visualize and attack. But today they're gonna get attacked by that Cowboys offense, man. And I think that's gonna be a long day for the New York Giants.
Real ugly.
Definitely like the 5.5. But all right, let's get out of here, man. We're gonna wrap it up, man. And till next time, y'all, take us out, Pat.
All right. Till the next time, which will be in 2 minutes. Giants Cowboys. Peace.
Peace.